My wife said I was her first, but our wedding night exposed everything. I knew something was wrong the moment the door clicked shut behind us. Not because of what she said, not because of what she did, but because of the silence that followed. The suite was dim, washed in soft golden light. Rose petals scattered across the bed like a scene staged for someone else's fantasy. Not mine, not hers, someone else. She stood near the window, fingers trembling against the glass, pretending to admire the city lights. "Are you nervous?" I asked. She forced a smile, too quickly, too wide. "Just overwhelmed," she whispered. But I wasn't looking at her smile. I was looking at her eyes, wide, uneasy, avoiding mine. Then it happened. The moment everything shifted. She turned, stepped closer, and wrapped her arms around me. But instead of warmth, her body felt rehearsed, the way someone might hold a person they had held before, long before me. Her breath against my neck wasn't shy, it wasn't timid, it wasn't the breath of a first time. Then, barely audible, she whispered something, so soft I almost missed it. "Just be gentle," her voice cracked. Not with innocence, but with memory. My stomach tightened, my chest hardened. Something cold slithered up my spine. For the first time since I met her, I felt like a stranger in my own marriage. She had always told me I'd be her first. Not proudly, not dramatically, just softly, like a confession between two people who trusted each other. "I've never been with anyone," she'd said. "You'll be my first, my only." I believed her. Maybe I wanted to believe her. Maybe I needed to. She was gentle, graceful, untouched by the world in ways I didn't know still existed. Or maybe she just knew how to play the part. Now, standing beside her on our wedding night, those words gnawed at me like teeth scraping bone. The moments that followed were slow, tense, wrong. She kissed me with confidence she shouldn't have had. She moved with certainty no first-time bride should carry. And then, when the truth revealed itself, wordless and brutal, she froze. Her breath hitched. Her shoulders tightened. Her gaze broke away, as if the floor had swallowed her courage whole. I don't know why," she stuttered. "It wasn't supposed to." But the truth was already written. In her body, in the way she tried to explain without explaining. In her trembling hands, grasping for excuses that didn't exist. Something inside me cracked. Quietly, cleanly, like ice splitting under pressure. I didn't shout, I didn't accuse. Instead, I stepped back and watched her fall apart. And in my silence, she knew I knew. The next morning she acted like nothing happened, as if truth could be tucked neatly beneath wedding sheets. She held my hand at breakfast. She laughed too brightly. She kissed my cheek as though kissing away suspicion. But I had already begun writing her downfall. My investigation started quietly, in shadows she didn't expect me to look into. First, her phone records. Hidden numbers, names saved without vowels, codes meant to disguise. Second, her messages. Deleted, selective, but patterns always leave footprints. Third, a medical report. One she buried deep in her email archive. A surgical record, 3 years old, laceration repair. Not from an accident, not from a fall, from something else, someone else. A person who had been in her life long enough to leave more than memories. I felt a slow, simmering rage building behind my ribs. Not wild, not unrestrained, but cold, calculated, lethal. She had spun a story about purity. She had woven innocence like silk, but every lie has a thread, and threads, when pulled correctly, unravel everything. I wasn't just searching for the truth, I was preparing for the moment she would face it, alone, exposed, unmasked. The final piece arrived in a white envelope, a background report. Her past, her secrets, her carefully constructed innocence shredded. One name appeared again and again, a man I'd never met, a man she swore she didn't know. But the truth was simple. He had been her lover, her first, her everything she promised me I would be, and he wasn't gone. Their communication had stopped only 1 month before our wedding. A month. I felt no heartbreak, no collapse, only clarity. That night I placed the envelope on the table between us as she walked into the living room. She stared at it, then at me. Her throat tightened, her knees weakened. "What is that?" she whispered. "The truth," I said. Her face drained of color as she opened it. 1 paper, 2, 3, every secret laid bare. Her hands trembled, her lips quivered. Tears filled her eyes, not from guilt, but from fear. You looked into my past?" "You lied about your past," I replied calmly. She dropped into the chair, sobbing, messy, desperate, broken. But her pain didn't move me, not anymore. I had given her my trust. She had buried it, buried me. Now she was discovering the weight of being the one unearthed. She tried to explain. "It was before us. I didn't want to lose you. I thought you loved innocence." I held up my hand. She silenced immediately. "You didn't lie because you feared losing me," I said softly. "You lied because you wanted control." Her jaw slackened. "You wanted to be the perfect wife, the untouchable bride, the fantasy." She swallowed hard. Her chest heaved. "But fantasies crumble," I whispered. Then I gave her the final blow. A document. A choice. "I'm filing for annulment." Her breath collapsed. Her world shattered. "No, please, no, don't do this. I love you." "You love the version of me that believed you," I said. "I'm not that man anymore." She reached for me. I stepped back. She sobbed like a child abandoned in a storm. But I felt nothing. Not hate, not love, not sadness. Just release. Cold, complete, final. I moved out the next morning. She tried calling, messaging, begging. I didn't respond. Not because I wanted to hurt her, but because there was nothing left to say. Her betrayal wasn't about physical intimacy. It wasn't about someone before me. It was about the story she crafted, the illusion she fed me, the purity she weaponized. Manipulation wrapped in innocence. Lies draped in softness. She didn't break my trust. She erased it. And now, as I stand in the clarity of distance, I understand something she never expected me to learn. Some people don't lie to hide their past. They lie to control your future. She lost me the moment she tried to shape me with deception. My final message to her was simple. 8 words. Cold, sharp, irreversible. You should have trusted me with the truth. And then I blocked her, deleted her, erased her. Not out of anger, out of freedom. Because the moment I let her go, I realized the truth. I was never hers to keep, only hers to lose.